Hey guys, welcome to JB Rants. Nice to see you. We certainly have some things to cover. I've stopped doing an opening monologue until some folks show up. I have some interesting updates that I've noticed about how the conglomerate corporation known as YouTube has not only mistreated my friends, but is mistreating this channel as well. Not shocking information, but basically censorship in relation to it's like hey Vicky, hey Coop437, what's up? I came on with Foggy. I'm so blind. I think Vicky and Coop437 were with me when I used to do the when during 2015, 2016 when I used to go live from my garage at the apartment, and I didn't have glasses back then, so I looked like this, and I would just be like blasted drunk, and I'd be like, "If Hillary wins, if Hillary at like 2 in the morning on a work night," because I would just like lose my mind. But I'm just doing an opening monologue, and we already have 4 folks watching, so thank you guys very much for coming to check out JB Rants. This is going to be, I always say this, but tonight it has to be. Yeah, Vicky says you came a long way. Thank you. It's called you can't have or I mean any adult can do whatever they want as long as you don't hurt anyone else, but you can't have half a handle of vodka a day. Live, let alone do a YouTube show. So I've stopped doing that. Hello, political foolishness. How are you? And also re-shout out to Coop437 and re-shout out to Vic E. Okay. So we're going to try it again. The screen share. Let's see if it works. I like to start out with, and I'm not going to be repetitive. I'm actually still figuring out what my show is going to look like exactly going forward. When I cover my own research, that essentially requires that folks have done all the requisite research that I've done, which most folks haven't. Hey, we got Blackie Fitzpatrick, and Alec Whittier was gonna be my topic number 2. Was gonna be my no reference, no poop jokes. Blackie was gonna be my second topic because I'm pissed off about what's gone on. And I don't need Blackie's permission to talk about what's gone on. And I'm sure he'd give it to me. So anyway, let's get right into, I'm not even going to bother with trying to figure out, because they're censoring me, and that plays into why Blackie was going to be topic number 2. Every time I try to screen share, it doesn't work. I've updated all my software. Everything is perfect. It's like President Trump's perfect phone call with the incoming president of Ukraine. Everything I have set up is perfect, and when I do it, it doesn't work. I did a whole show yesterday, and I could see everything. And then I asked the chat, I go, did you guys see all the audio? Did you guys see all the video I played? They go, no, it was audio only. It was you and a black screen. And then I checked everything. They don't like folks like me on the air. A small person with a small audience. You know why? They don't like a little YouTube. And I don't mean a small person because I'm 5'3". I mean a small person hell, I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers. That's not easy to do. You know what I mean? Especially with a message like mine, which is pro-Trump, pro-America. America does a lot of evil in the world, but we're the last best hope. We just need to get the international bankers we need to get their hands out of our spaghetti, if that makes any sense. It's like, get your hands off my food. We don't need you international bankers and you weird Vatican pedophile creeps that have been infiltrating our government and influencing our policy for, since they've been doing it worldwide since before the Bible was written, okay? This is what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with Adam Schiff. We're not Adam Schiff. We're not dealing with Adam Schiff. We're not dealing with Nancy Pelosi. We're dealing with the physical manifestation of a evil that has taken hold. And although America has many, many problems and has almost been taken over, we're still the best hope for humanity in this world as it's currently constructed. Does that mean I want a new world order? Maybe I want like a JB world order or something where it's like everyone is treated the same. You work hard, you do great. If you don't want to work hard, we're not going to let you starve. Cool. That doesn't mean I want socialism. I don't understand anything about healthcare. Oh my God, I'm ranting in my intro. Let me get a grip on myself. So we start with Gateway Pundit. All right, let's see what we got. And again, I wish I could screen share, but these characters won't let me. Oh, you know what I'll do before I go into Gateway Pundit? The people who have banned my friend Blackie Fitzpatrick and Alec Whittier, it's not because he plays copyright music. I have, and I won't name them because I don't want to make waves. And again, I guess their fear tactics work because I don't want to make waves. Who's afraid of making waves if it's not going to be JB? Rants. 2 planes, 3 buildings, doesn't work. Sandy Hook didn't happen. That's waves. My friend on the internet, and I've met his close friend in person, hung out with him, Ben Arslan, great musician. Ben Arslan, look him up. They knock him out, I think, because he's an easy target. Because he plays, they can just bang him for a copyright. Here's your copyright. Fuck you. I can go on the internet and I can listen to No Doubt. I can go on the internet and I can listen to Metallica. I can go on the internet and listen to fucking Dua Lipa. I can go on the internet and listen to Mariah Carey for free. Because there are hundreds and hundreds, if not tens of thousands of channels that play this music. Why did they target Blackie Fitzpatrick? Who the hell knows? Maybe it's because I'm one of his main contributors on the live show, and I hope that's not the case, because if there's anything that I do, I don't want there to be collateral damage. That's a conspiracy theory. I am a conspiracy theorist, but it just doesn't make sense that there are channels that are monetized. They get paid. And they're like supposedly little people. And again, I talk to a lot of them on the internet, and they're good, and they just run music, and they're just allowed to do it. And they actually like play it in full audio, not even in lo-fi. And they whack my friend Alec Whittier, Blackie Fitzpatrick. What the fuck? I just got pissed. Let me get in the chat there. Oh, Kim Pribal has joined us. Hello, Kim. Alec Whittier will be on Facebook tomorrow night. I will be on there. So make sure to find Alec Whittier on Facebook. He will friend you unconditionally. Alec Whittier says, this is caveman shit. I don't know what that means. Most importantly, out of all this, Indiana Jones says, life is good. Love to everyone. I love hearing that. I got a StreamYard now, ran one live feed so far. Coop, I think I'm subscribed to you, but if I'm not, I will. So that brings me to point number 1. Let's do it in reverse. Before I get to Gateway Pundit, I've done 4 videos over the last 6 days. I've done 4 videos over the last 6 days. And I give StreamYard, which is the current system, the current program that I use in order to transmute, because Lord knows you can't live stream directly from Facebook, from YouTube anymore. Facebook, face diarrhea. So I use StreamYard, And it's come to my attention because I have a dashboard that shows this video uploaded successfully, this video uploaded successfully, and they've all uploaded successfully, except for the ones where I get really controversial. Only 2. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't 4 out of 6. It was 5 out of 6. So my last 3 videos, which I successfully uploaded, don't show up on my queue, and I can't find them on YouTube. They're censoring us from the gate. They're censoring us from the gate. We're not even... So the only time you're allowed to watch this video, and I'm not saying this because I want clicks. I don't make any money doing this. I could be working a second job, okay? I lose money doing these live streams. And YouTube has not allowed 3 out of my last 5 videos to post to YouTube. Or they post them and then they just pull them down without telling me why. My first warning came, I guess, about... it was this work week, so it had to be Monday, where they said, your last video, where I really went hard on Hillary Clinton, obviously not in a romantic way. Hillary Clinton romantic. And they said, your video will not be, no, what did they just, it was a pretty dry email. The YouTube itself sent me the email and they said, this particular video is now designated 18 plus restricted. 18 plus restricted. Well, that's fucking fine because I fucking swear too much anyway, so I totally fucking understand that. But why weren't you fucking restricting me before, YouTube? Why weren't you fucking... Are you tightening the reins of your control mechanism on free content? You're supposed to be a free content sharing site. That's what built your empire, you bitch. YouTube, you bitch. Bezos, Amazon, all of you fucking Google, everything. I just saw a weird flash there. Did they do a screenshot of me without my position, flipping them off like this? Maybe they did. This is not an 18 plus show. Excuse me. This is an 18 plus show, but I should be the one that decides to say that. YouTube is supposed to be open and free. Community guidelines? What the fuck is community guidelines? To me, community guidelines is when you're driving, you don't turn and run over someone on the side. I'm talking way too fast for my brain is operating too fast for my mouth. You don't drive over someone on the sidewalk. That's breaking community guidelines. You know what I mean? You don't do that. But saying political things and a few F words on a platform or within a platform that is supposed to be, free and open to content as long as it's not horribly racist or threatening, that's basically what the guidelines say. But if I say Hillary fucking Clinton is going to be nominee in 2020 and she's going to fucking lose again, all of a sudden I get 18 plus. You find me an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old or a 10-year-old boy or girl who hasn't heard their parents say, that fucking guy at work. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, okay, so let's get into it. So I'll start with Blackie Fitzpatrick. They censor him because he's playing copyright music, and yet there are all these other streams that play ball and make money, even though they call them, and some of these folks are my friends, and I'm going to ask them about this in private. One of them in particular, and I've seen a couple of you guys over there at this particular channel. I'm going to ask them, how can you do a 24-hour live stream of all the big hits and be monetized and you don't get banned? Do you work for YouTube? Are you specifically sanctioned? And I'm not saying that with any kind of anger towards the channel. It's just the hypocrisy. I hate it. If there's one thing I hate more than anything aside from 9/11, 2 planes, 3 buildings, and Sandy Hook didn't happen, if there's anything I hate more than that, it's people being treated like one person or 2 people doing the same thing and some overarching arbiter treating one person differently than the other, okay? So this person's doing the same thing as this person and vice versa, but we don't like this person, so fuck this person. but we like you, so you can stay on. I hate hypocrisy. I hate double standard. That's the term I was going for. I hate double standards. It drives me up a wall because you see it in the workplace. You see it that, you know, I look at some of these channels like it's kind of like Alec, and I didn't consult Blackie that I was good, but take Blackie and Alec Whittier out of it. It's not about him. It could be anyone. It could be me. It could be anyone. It could be any person just trying to create content on the internet. You know, I equate it to, and I'm sure some of you, because now we have 6 watching. A couple seconds ago, I had 9 watching. I don't believe the numbers, but everyone's had the experience, I assume, at work where it's like someone's doing great and they're a newcomer at the company, or they've been there for a while, and then someone else at the company kind of like sucks and is clearly like not performing to the level that they are, but they're the boss's son or daughter or nephew, or you know, some other family connection or personal connection and stuff like that, and they get treated better. You know, they shouldn't even be treated equal because they suck, but they end up becoming treated better than their subordinates simply because of connections. I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the Democrat Party. President Donald Trump. Now I'm going to segue right into what I was going to get into politically. President Donald Trump is not allowed to be president. He's not allowed to be president. He's not allowed. No, 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 no. It was supposed to be Bush Clinton. It was supposed to be Bush Clinton, and then they threw in Obama so they could get the black vote. That's what Obama was. Hate to say it, and I voted for Obama in 2008 because I was 25 and I was stupid. So they throw in an Obama, and then it was supposed to be Clinton. They lost. So what happened? What happened? Remember the day of the inauguration? Remember the day of the inauguration? Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters. Oh, what an angel Maxine Waters is. Remember that thing? That monkey? I'm not calling her a monkey because she's black. I'm calling her a monkey because she's a subhuman, low intellect piece of filth. Maxine Waters. Remember that? The day of the inauguration, excuse me, I think I said election. The day of the inauguration. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. For what? He hasn't been president yet. For what? For what? What more needs to be said about what's going on in our country right now than that? He wasn't even going to be president for a month and a half. Impeach 45. Impeach for what? Impeach means, excuse me, you indict a president for high crimes and misdemeanors, treason. Before he assumed office, we will impeach. We will impeach. You know what? As much as it makes me want to throw up, and I actually, you know what? Maybe I'll ruin my show by I'll actually throw up live on my computer, ruin my laptop, and then I'll just go off air and you guys won't have to listen to me anymore. That would be fun. Let's see if I can just find this real quick right here. And again, folks, I wish I was more professional, but they won't let me screen share, even though I've updated all the software. They won't let me do it. It's like, oh yeah, everything's good, cool, camera looks good, everything's great on my side. And then I ask the chat, I go, how does it look? And they go, we can hear your audio and your photo looks, your, video looks good, but the video you're trying to share, it's a black screen. Was that racist? I just said black screen. Oh my God, I'm such a racist. Oh no. Oh my God. How I need to wake up tomorrow and just. Oh, here we go. Nice.
I don't respect this president. I don't trust this president. He's not working in the best interest of the American people. His motives and his actions are contemptible, and I will fight every day until he is impeached. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Don't forget who he is. He's shown us what kind of human being he is, and he is not going to change. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's called projection. I'm not in... Should I even say this? Should I even say this? Should I even say this? Here's how low I think of this individual. If I had to, let's say I was within... Let's say I was in like a cafe or something, and I'm like, oh shit, there's Maxine Waters over there, that bitch that I hate, because she does ridiculous policies and is a socialist communist piece of garbage. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, maybe I'm with a date or something for once, finally, once I get out back in the world. Anyway, all fantasies aside. And I'm like, oh man, I have to I never do stuff like this on my show, you guys know that. And I'm like, oh, I have to like break a little wind. Maybe I should go outside. You know what I would do? I would start it when I was walking by her. Seriously, just that's how, like, if they're going to show us this much disrespect, I would probably do that. All right, so now let's cover Gateway Pundit. And again, I wish I was professional and they'd let me. I am, but let me show it on the screen share, but they won't let me do it because I'm too whatever. Controversial. Oh yeah, 2 planes knocked down 3 buildings because a 47-story steel-framed concrete reinforced building falls because of 2 small office fires on the upper floors into total justification. Oh, JB must be crazy for questioning how does that happen, and no one has a real answer. Oh, the fire melted steel. When you look at the melting temperature of steel and what a combustion fire can create, and it doesn't add up due to a discrepancy of well over 600 degrees. Well, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist, Jay. You can't talk about that kind of stuff. And then George Bush invades the Middle East, and Barack Obama destroys Libya for absolutely no reason, and Zbigniew Brzezinski and the Council on Foreign Relations said we will conquer 7 Middle East countries in 5 years, topple their governments and replace them with Western-friendly governments so that we can run a pipeline from the Caspian Sea throughout the Middle East in order for us to funnel oil to keep oil prices down. But that's not why they did it, because we have tons of oil in Alaska. That's our territory. We have tons of oil in Alaska. Look it up. And Canada and us are right next to each other. There's tons of oil in Canada. Untapped resources. Why did we go into the Middle East? Why did we go into the Middle East? Because the central bankers want hegemony or hegemony, however people pronounce it. I pronounce it hegemony, however you want to say it. They want total control of the world so that they can take over all the governments, bring in a world government, and start forced vaccinating, forced abortions, and bring in their New World Order, which the Georgia Guidestones, if you don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, don't watch me, okay? Go read up on the Georgia Guidestones and come back and watch JB Rants, and then I'll make a lot more sense to you as to why I'm incredulous to why these demons are allowed to operate in the way that they're operationally active right now in our direct election. And they accuse the President of the United States of interfering in election for saying, hey, this shit's kind of fucked up. Can you look into it? This Biden guy, his kid is doing all this crap in Ukraine, and I don't like it. Can you just take a look at that and let us know? And he didn't say let me know. because they keep saying personal benefit. He said, let us know, the country, let us know, because that's a leader of a country talking to a leader of a country. Let us know, so we can make sure that these funds that we send are going to just causes rather than just going to be funneled into everyone. My audience already knows the story. All right. I had to take a minute there. Sorry. All right. Okay, number one. Justice Roberts blocks Rand Paul's Senate trial question on origins of the House impeachment. It's kind of weird. I've heard John Roberts leans a little bit liberal, but liberal or conservative should have nothing to do with the Supreme Court. Game Over 2005 video, Adam Schiff says John Bolton suffers a lack of credibility. Huh. Interesting. I actually watched this live earlier. The president's attorney, Patrick Philbin, nukes Schiff for making up bogus charges of bribery and extortion against the president on Senate floor. Interesting. Notice how when you read the text, it says Trump, and I substituted the words the president, because this is called gaslighting, what they're trying to do. This is called gaslighting, what they're trying to do. They don't say the president like they used to, or even President Trump. When it was Bush or when it was Obama, they used to always say President Obama or the president or President Bush. They don't put president next to him because that sends a subtle psychological message that his presidency is non-existent or invalid. It's a psychological technique. It's called gaslighting. You change the reality so that those who are perceiving what you're saying, it goes directly into their brain as you say it, essentially, or as you portray. I didn't mean to say that. As it is portrayed. Okay, so they say Trump. They're trying to make Trump, they're trying to make that name a dirty word. Trump. Maybe it was a dirty word when he was a cutthroat businessman. I fully understand that. I didn't vote for the guy because I thought he was an angel. In real estate, I'm sure he was a bastard. You know what I mean? That's how you get ahead in New York business. I voted for him because I felt he would be a good chief executive for the United States. I want a cutthroat president that says, if your country isn't at least 50-50 on board with us, we're not going to do deals with you. Straight up. And it's a good thing. But with all that being said, I hate to cut it short. I've got folks, that are going night. So I'm gonna wind down my voice and end the video soon, and I'll go back and I'll read the chat. Blaggy says my content is low expectancy. No, it's not. I watch your show every day, and I'm a high quality person, even given my shitty life circumstances. I watch Alec Whittier every day. My content is low expectancy. No, it's not. I hold you to the highest standards, bitch. Indiana Jones. No, it's not, Alec. Yeah, Indiana Jones agrees. Yuck, a lot of young folks fell for Obozos and his BS, Indiana Jones. Yeah, me being one of them. Once. Not twice, but once. Alec Whittier fell for him too, and Alec's like 10 years older than me. Neanderthal Waters, a twin of Mr. Green. Don't get me started on Al Green. I can't deal with it. I can't. It'll be. Mm-hmm. Hey, Charles Brown. I'm winding off. I hope you enjoyed my short little video here. That's my cousin, Charles Brown. Kim, Maxine is afraid she will go down the drain with the swamp. She's corrupt. No shit, she's corrupt. All these people, they come into government worth like thousands and they leave multimillionaires. I mean, quid pro quo. Quid pro Joe. Maxine Waters. The fuck? If I saw Maxine, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I've already said enough bad stuff. Coop437 at Charles Brown. Hiya. Yeah, Coop437. That's my cousin, Charlie Brown. He has 2 brain cells to rub together. He's a good guy. Alec Whittier, what's up, Chuck? Indiana Jones. Hi, Charles. How are you? Kim Primal Garden. Vic E. You ready for spring? All right, garden talk. Alec Whittier. LOL. Say it. I did. Indiana Jones, disgusting demon there, Mad Maxine Waters, impeach 45, impeach 45. How about you shove a fucking ketchup bottle in your left ear, you bitch. Weird, saggy skin, probably one of those clones, like that, the real one, like, dies at age 32 or something, and they're like, oh no, this one would be good for the system, especially because of their skin color, and they call us racist. And this is all just things I'm thinking up right now. This one would be good. She's got a big mouth. She's very petulant. So we need to, since we have all of her skin and DNA samples, we'll recreate that in a lab and then just, and they just bring it out of the chamber and they dust it off like the Matrix, or wash it off like the Matrix. But it's like the opposite, because it's not Neo. It's like making a clone or something. They just take the clone and they put the implant in the head, and they're like, you're going to be a socialist, race baiting weirdo, and all kinds of false memories of the glories of socialism and stuff like that. And they give it talking points like, everything that comes out of your mouth must have a tinge of orange man bad. Like, am I saying this stuff happens? Yes. Will most of the public believe it? No. Am I saying what I just said right now actually happened? No. But things like that do happen. Look at Bill Clinton. Has anyone ever seen the video of Bill Clinton? Just go on YouTube. Fuck it. Kill my show right now and just type in Bill Clinton under mind control on YouTube. Unless they pulled that video. That video is great. He's on camera like this. Like his eyes were all rolling back in the back of his head and shit. It's the craziest thing. These people are total robots. They're flesh robots. It's the craziest thing. Political foolishness. JB, you are right on that. I don't know what I'm right about except for everything, because I said so much in a short period of time, because I'm trying to get this video done. Because I get people in close quarters going to bed. Kim Pryble says, peace in the Middle East and the new NAFTA deal, not a bad week for President Trump. I agree. There are some biblical things that say that there could, not necessarily NAFTA, but the Middle East peace deal, that's a whole other video. Kim Pryble, I'll get into it and I'll explain. I won't explain it now because I'm trying to wind down. Alec Whittier says, oh yeah, clink with a Corona. Ugh. I mean, I shouldn't say ugh. I like a Corona, maybe like, I have like 1 or 2 a year. Because for me, like a beer is a beer, but a Corona, it's like, oh, you're having a Corona. I have to be like into it. And I don't put a lime in it. I don't believe in fruiting the beer. Steel melts at 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit, says Coop 437. Laugh my ass off. Correct, Alec. No more Corona, Indiana Jones. Kim Prival, 2,850 degrees, I thought, for steel. Well, yeah. Thank you, Kim Prival, for putting it. The buildings were fucking pre-bomb, were rigged with rigged. The buildings on September 11th, 2001 were pre-wired with nanothermite micronuclear weapons that cut shape charges, that cut the steel frames and vaporized the concrete. That's why they fell how they fell. Period. End of story. If you don't agree with me, don't watch my show. This is not the channel for you because you are stupid. And if you're not stupid, you're even worse. You know what's worse than being stupid? Is being willfully ignorant. Being willfully ignorant. That means you want to put your head in the sand. Oh, all the evidence is there, but those people saying that stuff are bad, so I'm just not gonna look at it. I'm just not gonna look at it. And so I maintain my social stature and I maintain my position in society. I'm gonna go along to get along, and I'm gonna go along to get along, and I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, those damn Muslims, and then we start wars in the Middle East, and that's exactly why we have thousands of deceased American soldiers and millions of dead Iraqis. Because of people in America being willfully ignorant or stupid. Stupid, I can understand. It's like, oh yeah, you're just fucking dumb. It's like, that's really unfortunate. You get an IQ of, 2 digits. Shit. Man. But then you get all these others that, like, because of social pressure. Anyway, I'm supposed to be ending this video, but you guys are too good. Crystal Keith has joined us, and I'm sorry I'm ending this show with all the new people coming in. Crystal Keith, I haven't seen in a while. Viruses are a hoax distraction tool. I agree. They use everything, whether it's real or whether it's manufactured, they use it. They're opportunists. That's how the New World Order works. If we can't have a crisis, we'll make a crisis. So when they get a crisis, they capitalize on it. And if they don't have a crisis, they'll make a crisis. Problem, reaction, solution. Hegelian dialectic. Convince the public that there's a horrible problem. Have the public react in a way that's like, something must be done. We must reach out to government. And then the government comes in who created the problem or allowed the problem to happen. Doesn't matter. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Either they create the false flag or a situation happens. They capitalize on both of it and they use it to centralize control. We will come in and save you from the bad that either we created or is already there. But in the end, they get control and power. That's how it works. It's called the Hegelian dialectic. David Icke, the great researcher, he's not perfect, but he termed it problem, reaction, solution. Create the problem, get the reaction, and then come in with the solution. That's how you get power. In a weird way, Donald Trump got power because he was like, fuck all this shit, I'm running for president and we're going to fix this. And he won. And they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. It drives them insane. It drives them. Look at Nancy Pelosi with her eyeballs rolling all out of her head. Like, well, it's probably fucking half drunk. It's just, I don't know what's going on with these creatures. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Well, I mean, I do, but I'm saying that for my audience. These people are sick. It's really, really weird. that they're allowed to act like this in public. We have the most solemn duty to protect the United States and the world from the person who's trying to save the United States and the world. So therefore, we must remove the person that you voted for, because it's a solemn duty for us. It's a solemn day for us to engage in such a solemn, and they use NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I use neuro-linguistic programming on my show. I did it about a minute ago, where you say the same thing over and over again to drive a very important point home. You know, like, these people are sick. These people are sick. These people are sick. These people are sick. You're going to hear that in your subconscious when you go to bed tonight, much more than you would hear if I had just said in passing, these people are sick. Anyway, and then you move on, you know. It's called hypnotic repetition. I use it. I make no apologies because I know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm doing it on purpose, and so are they. But I'm not doing it to hurt anyone. I'm doing it to promote my show and get this message across that folks should be listening. Don't listen to JB. Listen to Gramps Fox. Not that Fox News is perfect, but a lot of the chatters there are super, know what's going on. I refuse to say woke, because now the woke community, that's another one that pisses me off. That's another one that gets on my nerves. When they say, oh, we're woke, like Hollywood celebrities, they say, we're woke, I'm woke, I'm woke. I've been awake to the truth and the facts for many, many years. Doesn't mean I'm right on everything. Doesn't mean I'm right on everything. But these fucking celebrities try to say, I'm woke. We need, and then they bring in their agenda. I'm woke. We need to, honor the LGBTQ SR71 WRX STI, community. I'm woke. We need to promote the Green New Deal. I'm woke. We need to, promote abortion and sterilize people because there's too many cows on the earth, making the ozone layer go away. I'm woke. You're not woke. You're just using a buzz term. And you stole it from me because I use woke up, wake up. I use that like when I first came on YouTube, and now it's a buzzword. You guys probably have focus groups. Oh, look, I get 5 watching. I probably have 1,500 CIA and FBI watching me, and like social focus groups going, he said woke. He said woke. So we need to use it, like, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We need to turn this into our message. He said woke, and wow, his audience likes it. So yeah, we're gonna say that because they're losers. They're losers. They work for the Illuminati. Anyone that works willingly, because there are a lot of folks that work for the Illuminati who don't realize it, and I totally understand that. Anyway, I really got to get out of here. I really got to go to bed. Monthly Magazine did a story. Yes, he could play anything, as can Ben and B. All right, guys, forgive me. I gotta. Hold on. Viruses and helicopter crash coverage tie up the news. So, no, information is distributed to inform those on the fence. Control, says Kim Prabble. Correct. I'm going to read back. Political foolishness. Next time you see someone buying Corona beer, caution them to sip carefully and filter the virus. I'm going to do that. Although I never see anyone buying Corona because it's a shitty beer. Bob Wills, Crystal Keith. Wait, Indiana Jones. Yes, stop them. LOL. All right, I'm getting out of here. All I can say is, Alec, take my song and sing it. Well, Crystal Keith, unless you wrote My Way by Frank Sinatra, I don't know if that's going to happen. Yes, it makes you, Kim Pribal, yes, it makes you wonder, why was Willie on the roof? I read about it. Who let him up there? Cool, Alex. Sing the song, says Indiana Jones. Look, I got to get out of here, folks. I have to get up early, and also I have roommates of sorts. So all I can say is keep paying attention. Believe it or not, keep watching keep watching me. Keep watching Alec when he's back. Keep watching Gramps. Keep watching Jujubot. Keep watching SGT Report. Keep watching X22 Report. Keep watching McAllister TV. Keep watching Pastor Paul Begley. And just do your own research. But most importantly, keep watching the fake news, because I didn't even get into Don Lemon and that dog diarrhea show that he had the other night that's probably going to eventually end his career. Keep watching the fake news. It's important that we all watch the fake news so that we know the kind of evil that we're up against, but also how stupid and obvious these creatures are. We have to keep watching the fake news. Otherwise, my show won't make sense. And a lot of shows won't make sense. We have to see what they do and then make fun of it behind the scenes and then watch them lose viewers as we gain viewers. And then eventually the free market of ideas will just deprive them of viewership, and then they'll just go away because they won't have any ratings left anymore. Okay? I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys very much for watching JB Rants. I hope I did a good job. Again, I don't do anything scripted. It's just my thoughts at the time. And hopefully in, 6 months when my life is together, it'll be me and some kind of girl thing who is a girlfriend who is somehow a supporter of the president and somehow relatively conservative leaning. It's kind of hard for me to date because it's like I kind of wear myself and my politics on my sleeve, and it's like I'm not an ugly ogre, But I don't even know why I just said that. It's probably because I'm tired. Anyway, JB is going to sign off, and we'll see you at the next episode, or I'll see you at Alec Whittier, Blackie Fitzpatrick. Peace out. Joan, God bless you.